Hi, this is Susan with Cheatem and Howe. For a couple years, I worked doing tech consulting and support, and one of the things you have to deal with when you're self-employed are sick days and vacations. I mean, you can tell your client to screw off and leave you alone, but they don't like it much. Luckily enough, I had a former classmate in a similar position, Valentino. I covered Val's trips to Europe, he covered my wilderness camping, and we billed each other. Fast forward 2 years, Val was still doing his thing and was now doing it with actual employees. I'd gotten out of the business and taken a 9-to-5 corporate job. I'm sitting in my cubicle at work just before lunch when the phone rings with a call forwarded from my home number. You'd think for $16 a month, the phone company would forward caller ID, but no. Me. Huge Corp, this is Technos. Caller. Hi, this is Susan with Cheatem and Howe. We're having a problem with our printer thing? LaserJet. Me. I'm sorry, who were you trying to reach? Caller. It's the one in Mr. Cheatem's office. So this is kind of me. Who are you trying to reach? Caller. Oh, sorry, this isn't Valentino? Ah, hell. I thought I recognized the name. It's one of his regulars. One I hated. Me. I'm afraid you have the wrong number. The right number is 810-555-2. Caller. Can you go slower? Me. 8105. Caller. Thanks. I don't think much of it. Maybe I'll extort a beer out of Val next time I see him as the penalty for playing secretary. Off to lunch. When I get back to the office, my voicemail light is blinking. Hi, this is Susan with Cheatem and Howe. I must have written that number down wrong because message deleted. Hi, this is Susan with Cheatem and Howe again. If you could give me a call back at message deleted. Richard Cheatem here. Susan says she's called you 3 times now and you're not answering. Give me a call back so we can discuss. Message deleted. Damn it. I call Val. Me. Val, I've gotten 4 calls from Cheatem and Howe today looking for you. Val. That's odd. It's been pretty quiet today. And how the hell did they get your number? Me. You left it with them when you went on vacation years ago. Anyway, Mr. Cheatem sounded angry on the last voicemail he left, so... Val. That's just great. Thanks for the heads up. And, ignore all their calls for the rest of the day. Thankfully, there was only one. Hi, this is Susan with Cheatem and Howe. I'd just like to apologize for all the calls we made to you today. I just spoke to Valentino, and he informed us you haven't worked for him in years. Once again, our apologies, and you have a good day now. Val bought me a bunch of beers the next I saw him, and that was the end of it. Or was it? 6 months later, I arrived at the office to a blinking voicemail light. Hi, this is Susan with Cheatem and... Oh, crap. Sorry. Click. I would like to know how they managed to lose the actual number for the support line, yet still somehow managed to maintain his number throughout all these years. Lady tries to get me fired when I don't clean up a rotting carcass for her. I don't know if this exactly fits here, but oh well. Cast, K equals Karen, me equals me. So I'm working at my local fire department in their internship program. My job is to put up beach flags and check the flags regularly based on the weather. If you don't know what I mean by beach flags, they're colored flags that symbolize the level of danger that the water poses. Green equals safe, yellow equals caution, and red equals don't swim. I live in a tourist town along one of the Great Lakes, so there are a lot of entitled tourists that visit. The process of checking the flags is to drive by the beaches and evaluate if the color of the flag matches the current water conditions. The story starts with me going about my normal business. I'm driving along one of the beaches, just doing my job. It was a particularly hot day out that day, so there were many people swimming. As I'm about to leave and go to the next beach, I get signaled down by the Karen. I pull over and see what she needs from me. K. Hello, excuse me, you look like a city worker. Can you help me? I'm driving a mule, which is a glorified golf cart, and wearing a reflective vest, so I guess that's where she got it from. Me, cluelessly, sure, what is it? K. I've been calling the city maintenance department for the past hour trying to get someone down here, and you just about drove away. Your supervisor will be hearing about this. Me. I'm sorry about that, but I don't work for the city. What seems to be the problem? I guess I might work for the city, but I'm officially employed by the fire department. K. There's a dead fish on the shore, barely 10 feet from where my family is trying to enjoy our vacation. Get rid of it. Me. I can't take care of that, but I can try and get a hold of someone who can. K. Ugh, no. I've been calling for an hour now. My family's vacation is being ruined because of you now. Me. I'm sorry, but this is not my job. I'm not a maintenance person. I put up the beach flags. K. I don't care. Go clean that up before I decide you don't work here anymore. I then gave her the number to our department and promptly left her in the dust. While I was leaving and heading to the next beach, I gave my boss a call and a heads up about the momzilla that was about to call him and decide I don't work for him anymore. My boss answered her call shortly after I warned him about her, and he chewed her out for harassing me and thinking that she could fire any teenager she wanted to. Him and I had a good laugh about that later on. I love the fact that she just assumes she's important enough that she's not happy, so she can call someone's boss and immediately have them fired. I mean, unless it was a horrible boss, the worst that would really have happened in that situation, even if he was a city worker, would be, hey, there's a crazy lady who got pissed at you. Just be careful about that next time. Cool? Cool. She obviously doesn't work here, Mom. This isn't one of those get betrayed by Karen stories. It's actually kind of funny. I'm also on mobile and have no idea how formatting works yet, so sorry in advance. Not sure if this is important, but we're both 16. So about a month ago, my friend, after weeks of convincing her parents to let her have a crested gecko, finally got the okay from them, so long as she went out and bought all the supplies herself, since their work schedules wouldn't allow them to go with and help. We don't have anywhere to buy gecko supplies where I live. The nearest place is about 15 minutes away, so she invited me to go, and we made a day out of it. Anyways, the only place near us that had stuff for geckos was the PetSmart of the nearby city, so we had no choice but to go there. My mom also gave me $20 to buy my dog a new rubber Kong bone since he had destroyed his old one. A little important later. Once we got to the pet store, we started filling a cart with all the supplies she would need for her gecko, based on the research she had done. We got to where the heat lamps were, and she was stumped. There were a bunch of different ones, and she couldn't remember exactly which kind she needed. I assured her that it was no problem. She could do a quick Google search, and I would go find the bone for my dog quick. With that, I left to go to the other side of the store. I hadn't been to this PetSmart in a while, so I wasn't sure where exactly these bones were, or if they even had them since we ordered his last one online. I just walked to the dog toy section and started looking. In the middle of my endeavor, I accidentally hit a few things off the racks, and so I started to put them back up. I noticed the lady watching me out of the corner of my eye and thought it was a little strange, but I'm not one for confrontation, so I decided to let it slide. Besides, I figured she probably wasn't even looking at me, just scanning the aisle. When I finished, I found the dog bone and happily retreated out of the aisle, when I almost ran into the lady who was watching me and had an amazing interaction with her and her daughter. Me. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to almost hit you. Nice lady. Oh, no worries. I did have a question for you though. Me, confused. Oh? Nice lady. I was wondering how much your dog pools cost. I wanted to buy one, but I couldn't find the price at all. Now it's important to mention that the PetSmart uniform is primarily a dark blue shirt and khakis or black pants. And I was wearing a red t-shirt with black athletic shorts and my beautiful, awful tie-dye Crocs. Me: "Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't work here. I was just buying a bone for my dog." Nice lady, clearly embarrassed: "Oh no, I'm really sorry about that. I saw you putting the toys on the shelf and just figured you were refilling it." Me: "Oh, it's alright. There's an employee over there though who would be willing to help you though." She thanked me and apologized again, turning to go to the employee. Her daughter eyed me and then, turning to follow her mom, said, "Mom, I love you, but she clearly doesn't work here. I don't think athletic shorts and Crocs are part of the uniform." As soon as she said that, I started laughing, and I walked back to find my friend, who had picked out the perfect heat lamp. I told her what happened, and we still laugh about it occasionally. She laughed when I told her I was going to post it on this sub. So yeah, it was refreshing to not have some Karen argue that I do work there. This story is kind of like a palate cleanser, to get the taste of all these horrible Karens out of your mouth, and reminds you that the world is full of some good people as well, before you just dive back into another story about some horrible Karen doing some horrible things. Alrighty guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed the stories, and if you did and you're new around here, maybe consider subscribing. And if you really liked it, then maybe give it a thumbs up and a share. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.